Hello and Assalamualaikum. Today, our group will present about Japanese country. Our group have six member, which is me, Adam Fahmi bin Muhammad Kaizi, metric number S56549, Aimi Nazihah binti Ghazali, metric number S57428, Nur Alia Farhanah binti Ahmad Kairiri, metric number S56418, Nur Zulaika binti Arif, S55414, Hawani Safwa binti Hassan Basri, S55490, Nur Syahirah binti Abdul Rauf, S54795. For your information, Japan or Nippon stretch from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north to the East China Sea and Taiwan in the south, and it is bordered on the west by the Sea of Japan. Japan is divided into 8 administrative regions and 47 prefectures. The Sea of Japan separates the Asian continent from the Japanese archipelago. It has 47 prefectures which are in turn geographically divided into 8 regions which are Hokkaido, Tohoku, Kanto, Chubu, Kansai, Chugoku, Shikoku, and Kyushu. There are 4 seasons in Japan, which is spring, summer, fall, and winter. Japan extends from north to south, and sakura bloom in the south in the late March and then goes up to the north in April. Japan is surrounded by the sea, so it is suitable to enjoy swimming in various places, especially in the sea near Tokyo and the islands such as Okinawa, which is recommended to enjoy and relaxing time. Japan have their own tourist motivation that motivate the tourists to come and visit to this country. For the first, tourist motivation is natural scenery in its purest form. This country have a natural beauty, despite the fact that many people think of Japan as a futuristic country with flashing light and advanced technology. Japan is also a nature lover paradise in many ways. Traveler will Traveler will come discover that country has some of the best natural scenery in the world as soon as they leave the major and the modern city. Japan environment is remarkably complex, ranging from the wilderness of Hokkaido to the white, pristine beach of Okinawa, rugged mountain, rocky coastline, and sandy white beach. In this country, there is also uh, some of the world most spectacular waterfall. Uh, for example, of natural beauty that can be experienced during the year. Most importantly, Fuji is a world famous tourist destination that can be visited at any time of year. Mount Fuji has always held a special place in the heart of the Japanese, and it can be seen in many forms of art, including pottery, calligraphy, ukiyo-e paintings, and woodblock prints. For the next tourist motivation is about the safety. Japan have a low crime rate. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. This is something that the Japanese are rightfully proud of. Japanese people often leave their doors open, children riding the subway alone are perfectly healthy, and visitors are free to walk around cities at night without fear. Japan's low crime rate is attributed in part to the Japanese people cultural conviction that the greater good still come first. The tourist will almost certainly encounter circumstances that the tourist might consider dangerous or stupid, but which are perfectly common in Japan.
The incredible Japanese cuisine. Despite the fact that Japanese cuisine is available all over the world, the country draws millions of visitors each year who come to sample authentic Japanese cuisine. Sushi conveyor belts and sake bars are two common experiences. But don't forget to try some fresh sushi at Tsukiji Fish Market or delicious street food like takoyaki in Osaka. A travel to Japan provides many tourists with the opportunity to sample authentic kaiseki cuisine. Kaiseki is a typical Japanese cuisine that has developed over thousands of years and incorporates ingredients that are seldom found anywhere in the world. Sushi, ramen, tempura are best served at any random, shady-looking establishment. Even the konbini food is delicious and freshly cooked every day. Tokyo has the most Michelin stars of any city on the planet, as well as the most 3-star restaurants. The beautiful view of sakura, which is cherry blossom. Japan is one of the best places in the world to see cherry blossoms in the spring and to attend a cherry blossom festival. Locals and tourists alike flock to Japanese parks and gardens to participate in Hanami once the cherry blossom season peaks in April. Picnicking under the blossoming cherry trees is a common pastime in Japan. Sakura symbolized the advent of spring, a time of rebirth and hope, and the cherry blossoms also symbolize the transience of life, a major Buddhist theme due to their short blooming season.
Hi, my name is Amina Zia and I will continue to explain the tourist motivation factor. The next factor is the unique onsen and sento. Onsen and sento are the unique culture that Japan has. Onsen is a hot spring filled with mineral-rich water, heated by geothermal forces and containing many minerals beneficial to our body, while sento is a public bathhouse where people pay to enter. Sento are dotted throughout communities in Japan. Traced back to Heian period, the first public bath in Tokyo was built in 1591. This unique experience for tourists and must-do activity because that is unlikely any other bathing experience. And last but not least, the factor why tourists do come to Japan because to experience the weird stuff. Japan are really popular with that. For instance, the tourists can see and experience watermelon square, blow-drying toilets that play music, plastic food menu, cartoon versions and mascots, and maid cafes in Japan. Also, tourists can experience to walk around Harajuku to get a taste of the popular Japanese kawaii culture. These are examples of weird stuff to be found in Japan which can be found in abundance. Thank you.
Next is tourism trends. Just imagine we are a tourist who want to travel to Japan. Of course, we must follow the latest trend time by time. Which places are the best to travel and the best choice that can give us a good experiences. The tourism trends in Japan is urban tourism, entertainment, their cultures, trend shops, and cool product travel. First one is urban tourism. In Japan, Hello Kitty Express trend are very famous in the world because the decorations of outside and inside the trend are so cute and full with Hello Kitty's patterns such as floral and kimono motifs, at passenger seat, certain desks, and so on. This trend taking passengers from Kansai Airport to Kyoto. Second is entertainment. In Shibuya, Japan, year 2019, there's new art and information center to open, announce, and become a popular destination between tourists and foreign tourist students. Third is Japanese culture. Almost everyone loves the Japanese cultures. That include me because their uniqueness, creative, beautiful, speechless, and so much more. So, for example, in Yukimatsuri, Japan, no wonder more tourists visit to that place because that beautiful place featuring spectacular a dozen snow sculptures and attracting more than 2 million visitors from Japan and across the world. Fourth is trend shops. Every tourist prefer visit travel destinations that provided a variety of items and services for them. And bonus is when all in one. What's that mean? All in one? Just take a look at Miyajima Rilakkuma Sabo is a tea house, cafe, restaurant, and souvenir store all in one that provide dishes like oysters, eel, and lemon. The last one is Cool Product Table. Almost all people's ever heard about Kit Kat, the delicious chocolates ever and famous chocolate brands. There's some flavors of Kit Kats, that is purple sweet potato, rum raisin, wasabi, hot Japanese chili powder, sweet bean jelly, red bean soup, soy sauce, and brandy and orange. In Kyoto, Japan, the Travel Memories Kit Kat vending machine has installed for customers, and this vending machine can connect with customers' phones to print their choice of photo on the box in about 5 minutes. Next is I will pass to the next my group member.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hawani Safwa binti Hassan Basri and my metric number is S55490. Next, I will present about tourist issues and challenges. First, there is lack of access to the internet. Google Maps and Google Translation is most important apps for foreign tourists while visiting Japan. This app need an internet connection to use it. However, in Japan, there is hard to have a strong internet connection. It can be a problem for a tourist while searching the direction for a certain destination, and they also can end up lost. Second is English. It is best not to rely on English during trip to Japan. It's difficult to find someone who can communicate in English, and even those who can are always too shy to do so. To avoid issue, tourists can learn a few Japanese phrases that they might encounter during their journey. Also, most Japanese people will step in and able to help tourists if they use English and Japanese in meets. Body language also can be used to make they have a better understanding and avoid the miscommunication. Third is using a public transportation, especially buses. For foreigners, taking the bus can be daunting because the fare vary depending on the distance travel and everything written in Japanese. Tourists can use preload card, and with that they can touch it to sensor that the money will automatically deduct from the card. That's all. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Zulaika binti Arif. My metric number is S55414. We will continue about tourist issue and challenges. It is difficult to get money. Foreign cards are not accepted at ATM. Only a few places accept credit cards. Until visiting Japan, tourists and visitors should ensure that their money is converted to yen. Next is tattoos in Japan. The majority of bathing establishments refuse to allow tattooed individuals. For tourists who has a lot of tattoos may be in the uncomfortable situation where the locals stare at and people continue to avoiding them. Next is etiquette on the train. On train, the Japanese adhere to a set of laws. Failures to do so will place you in an embarrassing situation. So make sure to obey these guidelines. That's all from me. Thank you.